Hi, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me. If you enjoy my reading today, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel in order to be notified when I upload new weekly, monthly, and daily readings. Today I'll be doing a general weekly reading for all of the signs for the upcoming week. As the reading focuses on the general energies surrounding the week, the messages may or may not resonate with you. For a more personalized reading that focuses specifically on you, please contact me at the email listed in the description box and the About section of this channel, changingphasestarot@gmail.com. Now, I've already meditated and shuffled the cards off camera in order to save time, and I'll be doing a 3-card spread plus one additional card from the bottom of the deck for the overall energy for the week from the Good Tarot deck. I will also be pulling one additional guidance card from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck to complement the reading. Right, now let's get started with the energy surrounding us for the upcoming week. Okay, so let's get into our reading. We're going to shuffle for the energies for the week of October 2nd through October 8th, 2017. Energies for the week of October 2nd through October 8th, 2017. And we have first card for the week, the Ten of Earth. Very nice. Hold this up. These cards are very shiny, so kind of this is reflection there. But this is the Ten of Earth. Our second card for the week, Major Arcana number 14, Patience. And the Six of Earth. Oh, 2 Earth cards and a Major Arcana. This one is it's very hard to see. The card is very beautiful. But, oh, there we go. Okay, so the Six of Earth. And the card at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, we have the Magician. And that will be the overall energy for the week. Let me set these cards over here and pull us an additional guidance card from the Soul's Journey deck by James Van Praagh. Again, we're looking for one additional card for the week of October 2nd through October 8th. Okay, that one came out. And this is the card Envy. Let me hold it up so you can see it. Okay, so the energies that we have here for the week of Monday, October 2nd to Sunday, October 8th. We have as the major energy for the week. This was the card that was at the bottom of the deck. This is the Major Arcana number 1 in the Major Arcana, the Magician. So the Magician usually represents creative power, determination. The Magician holds unlimited power, actually, and he has everything that he needs to achieve all of his goals in life. The Magician is somebody who represents can be ambition, right? And just sort of remembering that we have the ability to harness the power of the universe to manifest our dreams, desires, whatever it is, that we have as our goal. And it also reminds us to take advantage of opportunities, grasp opportunities, and take action. In this particular deck, the card is called Alchemy, and it's just sort of a reminder that when we are in alignment with spirits, with sort of the will and the desire of the universe and spirit, miracles are definitely possible. Okay, and although we do have everything that we need to achieve everything that we want in life, it's by partnering up with the spirit, by partnering with the powers, the spirit of the universe, that we're able to achieve it. So through us, spirit works magic, alchemy. The first card, so this would be the energy at the beginning of the week. This is the Ten of Earth in the traditional Rider-Waite deck. This would be the Ten of Pentacles. So this is Earth energy, and we know that Earth energy has to do with tangible things, right? Material goods, tangible things that we can sort of touch and hold, possessions, things like that. So tangible, financial, or material success. There's also speak of material abundance, right? The Ten of Earth is about financial security. It's also about inheritances. So, because it has to do with wealth that has been or that is accumulated over time, many times it's associated with inheritances. It's money that is not sort of fast money that comes in and that sort of thing. It's money that has built up over time, just like mastery, right? You master something over time. It's wealth and knowledge that you have inherited and you have built up over time. And it reminds us that even though you have been through many challenges, no doubt, to reach the Ten of Earth, because the 10 is the end of the pip cards, right? We know that 10s are endings of cycles, and sort of after the 10 would go back to the ace again, which is new beginnings, new things coming in, new offers. So despite more than likely having faced challenges or some setbacks along the way, right? We all have. You've sort of reached a point of completion and accomplishment in your journey. So something to be thankful for, and something also to be, proud of, right? It's a sense of accomplishment. This could be in an improved career path, right? You might be at the end of one job, right? Maybe you've been working in a company for a long time. You've now decided that you're ready to move on. You want more money. You want a better position, something that's better suited to your needs now. So it talks about more solid financial reserves. It's a stable home environment. If it has to do with relationships, it has to do with a committed, sort of a long-term relationship. This isn't a relationship that comes in and, it's an overnight, a one-night thing, and then it leaves. This is a commitment, right? It's a long-term card. So it's one of those cards that shows that, everything has come together wonderfully. You're feeling very successful. We think of in the regular Rider-Waite deck, it's the woman. She's in, feeling the abundance, right? There's that abundance card of having everything that she could want, right? And the Ten of Earth is all about financial success, okay? In this particular deck, the card is called, or the card is about affluence, material abundance, financial security again. And it's also, that idea of stepping back, seeing what you have achieved, seeing what you have been able to gain through your hard work, right? And also be thankful for all of the experience and, the knowledge, not just financial, right? But the actual experience and knowledge that you have accrued, that you have built up through while getting to this Ten of Earth. Now, what we have in the middle of the week, we have another Major Arcana card here. So this is number 14 in the Major Arcana. This would be Patience in the traditional deck. In this deck, it's called, what is called Patience. I'm sorry, in the traditional deck, it would be Temperance. In our deck, it's Patience, right, in the Good Tarot deck. And, thinking of Temperance, typically the Temperance card, it indicates that you are learning to bring about balance, right? It's a card that has to do with balance, moderation in your life. So you have this long-term vision of what you want to achieve, but you're being patient, right? You're not rushing things along. You're taking your time to make sure that you do the best job that you can. So you're being very patient in achieving your goal, knowing that in divine timing, things will definitely work themselves out. So, you're growing on your journey, right? It's a card that shows that you have grown, you are growing, you're learning to understand that there is a need for patience and moderation, right? And you understand that things are coming together very well, right? Your inner voice is guiding you through this. You're listening to your inner voice, and at this point in time, you have a very balanced perspective on the situation, right? And you're also in a good position to be making choices right now. So if this is sort of a period in your life, this could be a period of self-evaluation, needing to re-examine your life priorities. And it might be, if that's the case, then it might be sort of a transition period. Transitioning out of something with the Ten of Earth here. You could be transitioning out of a particular job or out of a particular situation, but you're needing to remain patient, right, at this point in time. In this deck, the card has to do, again, with moderation, but it also is sort of understanding that through patience, we will achieve recognition, we'll be aligned with our true purpose in life. Everything, all of our needs are going to be met, even though we might not always see it in the outer world, right? It's just, it's spirit telling us that, things are working out. Be patient, right? Things are definitely on the right path. So in the outbound card here, right, or the energy that we have as the future energy, or the energy going into the next week, we have another Earth card. So this is the Six of Earth, or Six of Pentacles in the traditional deck. And in this deck, it's known as success. So, it's a sign of a turn for the better, especially when it has to do with money. So it's, of the Pentacles cards, it's, a very positive Pentacle card. So it speaks of fairness, equality, balance as well, kind of going along with the Patience card in the middle. Talks about this, the cycles of nature, right, of life. So it talks about, when it could be a period of you being in harmony with your money, right? So most of the time when the card appears, it's an indication that you are likely to be heading into a positive cycle, right? Financial cycle. It represents being in harmony with your money. So, the amount of money coming in, the amount of money flowing out, things are in balance. You're very thankful for what you have, right? You're not trying to hold on to it too tightly, but you're also not letting it flow out too loosely. So it's control. It's very there's moderation here. There's moderation here, right? Balance. A definite sense of a feeling of balance I'm getting off of those two cards. And it's you being thankful, right? Because we know that as a card of balance, it does have to do with charity, and it reminds us that just like on the scale, things they have to be balanced. So sometimes in life, you might be the one who's on the receiving end of charity, right? Maybe you're going through a more difficult period in your life and you might need the assistance of others. It doesn't necessarily have to be financial assistance, right? Since it's an Earth card, does have to do with possessions, things like that. But it's more about, there are times when you might be on the receiving end, and then there are other times where you might be, the wealthy man on the card. In the traditional deck, there's the wealthy man. He's handing out coins. So there are times when you are that wealthy man. And so you are giving of, what you have, giving of your finances to help others. So it's the give and take, right? So if you're in that position, it's asking you to, help. And if we think about all of the different tragedies that have happened over the last week to 2 weeks here in the U.S. and the Caribbean, there are so many people in need at this point in time. So if you're in a financial position to help, there are 1,000,001 ways to do so, right? There are sites that you can get involved in, donating money. You can donate actual products to mail. You can donate your time. So, think about that. It could be a card that asks you to also, consider helping those who at this point in time are not so fortunate, right? And also, again, doesn't have to be financial. You can give of your time. You can give of your wisdom. You can volunteer, right? You can volunteer places. You can teach people things. You can teach English at if you belong to a church, set up a group to teach English to non-English speakers, things like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be financial in nature, right? We can give of ourselves. It doesn't have to be, tangible. It can be just our presence. It can be ourselves, giving of ourselves. So this is a nice energy to have. It's a very successful energy as well, to have leaving the week. And it is all about generosity, right? Unexpected resources, happy surprises, generosity, but definitely giving back. So if you have been giving back. Maybe this is an unexpected, something unexpected coming in for you. Maybe this is the universe coming in and showing generosity to you right now, right? Showing that the world is full of pleasant surprises, and you never know what might show up at your door, right? Thinking about everything that you have worked hard on here, and you've been very patient. So maybe this is something good coming into you as well. But definite feeling of patience for this week, needing to be patient and needing to have things in balance, right? But you're with the Ten of Earth as the beginning energy, it definitely seems like you are the one, who is in a great position here, a financial position. So if you are able to help out, please, do consider doing that. With this card, it's sort of the universe asking you to do something, right, to help others. And what we have as the Soul's Journey Oracle card for the week is Envy. Okay, and I will just read you like I usually do. There's a guidebook that comes along with the card. So I'll just read from the guidebook, and the card says, "I'm the same as everybody, but with different challenges. You must learn to accept that the obstacles in your life have been chosen by you. To be jealous of the soul path of another is to doubt your ability to judge what is best for you. It is human nature to covet the perceived luxuries of someone on a different journey, but to try to emulate him or her is not being true to your own guidance. You have chosen this life and these circumstances for a reason. By disregarding that and following in the footsteps of another, you're only setting yourself up for confusion and disappointment. You never truly know what is going on in another person's life and what personal challenges he or she may face. So to be envious is a fool's game. Be authentic to your inner voice because only you know what is in your best interests. If you don't follow your own path, you will have to reincarnate in an attempt to learn your original lessons again." So with this card, I think it's just, it has to do with understanding that, even though we might think that, the grass looks green on the other side of the fence, that's not always the way. And here, especially with what you have as your main energy here for the week, I would say that it's just all about knowing that, trusting in yourself, knowing that you have everything that you need in order to attain everything that you want in life. You're feeling very financially secure right now. For some reason, it is calling for moderation here. And then there's this give and take. So, know that you have what you need to achieve. Be happy for what you do have. Maintain balance, moderation in your life, and if possible, might try to help others who might be in need of assistance this week. So again, I'd like to thank you for joining me today for this general weekly reading for the week of October 2nd through the 8th, 2017. I do hope that the messages have helped in some way, and I wish you a week full of success and positive energies. I look forward to reading to you again next week, and would like to encourage you to check out my channel for the monthly readings that I've already posted for the month of October. Most of them are up now. I think I only have about 3 more to go for the month of October. There's also the extended weekend reading and daily tarot snapshot readings. You can also join me on Facebook if you'd like. My Facebook page is Changing Phases Tarot. So take care, and I'm sending you much peace, love, and light. Bye.